Welcome to another episode of Better Business, Better Life. I'm your host, Debra Chantry-Taylor. I'm passionate about helping entrepreneurs and their leadership teams get what they want out of business and life. On the show, I invite successful business owners and expert speakers to share their successes. They are open and honest about the highs and lows of business and also life as a business owner. We want to share those learnings with you to inspire you, but also to help you avoid some of the common mistakes. My hope is that you take something from each of these short episodes that you can put into action to help you get what you want, not only out of your business, but also your life. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Better Business, Better Life. Today is a very special episode because I'm about to shoot off out of Auckland for the next 5 weeks. And so I'm going to be pre-recording some podcasts to actually share with you. Sadly, I cannot record guests while I'm away. My husband will shoot me. And so I am recording some little short mini podcasts where I'll just share some of the principles and things around EOS with you that will hopefully keep you engaged over the next 5 weeks. So why am I not going to be here? I am shooting off in a camper van around the South Island for 2 weeks, first of all, with my husband and my 2 puppies. It is the middle of winter over here in New Zealand, so it's going to be absolutely freezing. But with a bit of luck, that will mean there'll be beautiful clear skies, some great snow on the mountains, and there's just so many beautiful things to see in the South Island. Both Steve and I are keen photographers, shall we say, and so we're looking forward to actually just spending some time being in nature, taking a whole bunch of hopefully fabulous shots, and just enjoying some time out. We're not going to be taking technology with us. We have limited ourselves to an hour a day of technology, just for me to check in on emails and things. But other than that, we're actually going to be taking it as a complete break from everything we normally do. So super excited about that. It's going to be such a fun trip. Hopefully we'll still be married at the end of it. And then when we finish that, we're actually coming back for a couple of days into Auckland. It's my birthday on the 21st of August. And so we're taking a couple of days here in Auckland to spend my birthday here. And then we're heading off over to Australia. And Australia is a mixture of business and pleasure. So I've got my family over there in Australia who I'm very much looking forward to seeing. But I've also got 2 conferences that I'll be attending. And the first conference is actually going to be really interesting. I am hosting a masterclass for a whole bunch of business owners, around about 300 business owners, for a full day on EOS and how to live your ideal EOS life. So that's going to be a really great day, hopefully. Got to be honest, I actually have not written the content completely yet, but I've still got a few bits up my sleeve. So maybe that'll be part of my non-work while I'm off in my camper van. And then after that, I've got a few days off. I'm catching up with my family, my sister-in-law, my niece, and my father. And then I'm back into EOS Quarterly Conference, where we catch up with all of the EOS implementers. There's about 500 of us around the world, but about 30 in the APAC region. And so we'll all be getting together in Sydney for that quarterly session in person, which is really cool. So yeah, that's why I shan't be here for the next 5 to 6 weeks. It's why I haven't got a chance to interview guests, but I have got some really exciting stuff that I do want to share with you. So a bit of a teaser here, the things I'm going to be talking about over the next sort of 5 episodes. I'm going to first of all do a session on what the heck is EOS. And this is just giving you some insight into the basic principles of EOS and how it works to strengthen your business. I'm going to be using, lots of examples, tips and tools based on the experience I've had working with over 500 business owners, but also in terms of running my own business and managing up to 220 staff. So it's not all going to be theory. It's going to be very much a bit of a, hey, this is the theory behind it. These are the tools that you use. And here are some real life examples of how that works and the pitfalls to avoid, if you like. The second podcast is going to be around the EOS life, or how to live your ideal entrepreneurial life. And this is very much about, you will have heard me talking about the EOS life in previous episodes. So we talk about doing what you love with people you love, making a huge difference, being compensated appropriately, and with time to pursue other passions. So that in itself sounds wonderful. It's not quite as easy as it sounds. So again, I'll be sharing how you can actually work to achieve that in your own life and get that work-life balance and really live the life that you deserve. And again, I'll be looking at not only some of the things I've learned myself, but some of the things I can share with you from the business I've been working with. The third podcast is going to be around the 10 disciplines for managing and maximizing your energy. And this is based on the 10 disciplines that Gino Wickman himself has put together. And I've been doing presentations around New Zealand, actually talking about this, again, with examples, showing people what that looks like, helping them to actually implement the 10 disciplines into their life. So you go into a little bit of detail around each of those disciplines and just the things that you can do, and share some examples of our EOS clients who've been doing it. The fourth one is going to be around how to run a world-class level 10 meeting. And this is something that EOS is very passionate about. We believe that meetings should be useful, they should have a purpose, and everybody should actually love going to meetings. So if you've got any challenges around your team not wanting to go into meetings, this will be the episode to listen to, where we can actually share with you how you make those meetings not only more interesting, not only more enjoyable, but actually meetings that produce results, meetings that actually get us on the same page, means that get us traction. And so I'll be sharing again, not only the psychology, the philosophy, and the flow of those meetings, but also some of the tips and tricks that I've seen from observing. I think I've observed probably over 50 or 60 of these meetings in my time. And so just sharing with you what I've learned in that time. And then last but not least, I'm not sure what I'm going to cover as the fifth topic. I'm actually going to leave it very much open to you. So I've got those 4 lined up. I've got lots of other things I would love to share. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you would like to see or hear on those podcasts. So I'm going to ask you if you've got an idea about something you'd like to hear me talking about, sharing my tips, my pointers, my experiences of my own business and working with other businesses, then just drop me an email, debra@businessaction.co.nz. That is debra@businessaction.co.nz. Tell me what you'd like to see me cover on this podcast, and I will do my best to do that. So that's it for this week. A very short, sharp podcast. The idea being just to let you know this is what's happening. So I'm going to be away until the 6th of September, and I will be pre-recording these 4 or 5 podcasts around what the heck is EOS, the EOS life, or how to live your ideal entrepreneurial life, the 10 disciplines for managing and maximizing your energy, how to run a world-class level 10 meeting, and the 5th episode is entirely over to you, our listeners. So drop me a line, Debra at Business Action, and let's see what we can put to that 5th podcast. I hope that you enjoy these. I'm sorry that it's going to be just me speaking over this time. I have got some really great guests lined up for when I get back. So please stay listening. Please stay with us. We will have some amazing guests coming up once I get back after the 6th of September. Hope you're all having a wonderful week and look forward to talking to you next week. Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us on Better Business, Better Life with me, your host, Debra Chantry-Taylor. If you enjoyed what you heard, then please subscribe to this podcast and let us help you to get what you want out of business and life. Each week we release a new short episode which will give a success story and 3 takeouts to put into action immediately. These will help you take your business from good to great. The podcast is also supported by free resources, templates and useful tools, which you can find at debrachantrytaylor.com. I am a trained entrepreneurial leadership and business coach, a professional EOS implementer, and an established business owner myself. I work with established businesses to help them get what they want. Feel free to contact me if you'd like to have a chat about how I might be able to help you, or if you'd like to join me as a guest on this podcast. Thanks again to NZ Audio Editors for producing this podcast. See you on the next episode.